From a future NBA star like never before to the NBA's first ever alien to be drafted, these European players are here to conquer the NBA forever. And first up, we've got Toni Kukoc, a name that rings a bell for any Bulls fan from the 90s. Kukoc was the definition of versatility on the court. Smooth as silk with the ball, yet fierce when it mattered most.
So you got to catch it and shoot it. Tony got it, put it up, look out, he got it!
And with clutch winners like that, it's easy to see why he was a key piece of those legendary Bulls teams, snagging 3 NBA titles along the way. Between 1993 and 1998, Kukoc was on fire, contributing to some of the most memorable winning runs in basketball history, and some of the most memorable passes you might ever see.
73 Chicago. Tony denied that little interior. Beautiful beat on the back feed. Jason Cameron!
And for Rudy Gobert, he might not have the silky smooth offense game like Toni Kukoc, but he will go down as one of the fiercest interior defenders in NBA history. Since 2013, Gobert's locked down more dudes than a Louisiana prison cell, blocking over 1,600 shots in the last decade plus. The best part is, Gobert was blocking future MVPs as a teenager.
Short memories. Gobert just rejected the freak.
Man, how slick was that? Or how about this?
Put hit his first free. Gobert going to the free throw line.
Hold on, the dude could cook on offense too. Sheesh. 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards later, number 27 is well on his way to the Basketball Hall of Fame. From a veteran French superstar to a potential future one, we have Wemby, the most highly anticipated draft prospect in years. I mean, the hype over his draft was nothing like we've seen before. This season, Victor Wembanyama hasn't been your average rookie, and even though his season is over, you can't help but appreciate his early greatness.
Svoju Eurocup u 2 sezone. Wembanyama preko konkurenta.
He certainly knows how to utilize his towering frame. He's the second player in NBA history to total 200 blocks and 100 three-pointers in a single season.
And Wemby guarding Ja to start the game. Ja puts the crossover on Wemby, and Wemby comes back.
And when you block even the most skilled players in the league, you could get all the hype you need. Deservedly so, the 7'5" giant took home the Rookie of the Year award. Yet that's just the tip of the iceberg of Wemby's talent. But if you thought these players were next level, then stick around, because still to come, one NBA player gets his wish after 25 years. Another player did his best Michael Jordan impression. And don't even get me started on this player's rise from zero to broken records. But first, we have Marc Gasol, the big man with serious skills on both ends of the court. You might remember him as the backbone of those Memphis Grizzlies teams, but he really made waves when he joined the Toronto Raptors and helped lead them to an NBA title in 2019. He has also had an All-NBA First-Team nod and a Defensive Player of the Year award, just to name a few. In his prime, Marc was a true two-way threat, dominating on both offense and defense. He loves pulling off his crazy circus shot while falling down in the camera guy's lap.
Gasol on the deck, flips it up.
Honestly, you think you have him cornered, then out of nowhere, he just put it in somehow. Now that's a highlight not to be missed. But I'll tell you what ain't surprising. Luka Dončić. See, Luka is something else. Seriously. The Slovenian has that special sauce that could lead him into GOAT conversation someday. Maybe even now. I mean, he's got the mix of scoring, playmaking, rebounding, and making defenders look useless.
37 a game. He's got 35 now. Oh, no. No. You gotta go. He's
No way that went in. I can bet you that there's only one player right now that can pull that off. Luka Dončić. When he isn't making fun of defenders, things can get really serious.
To shoot. Against Harden. Doncic runs it up. It goes! He is that guy!
In the NBA, he's had a bit of a tougher time. And honestly, It's not because of his skills. The guy's a beast. It's more about the team around him in Dallas. 4 All-NBA first-team nods and 4 All-Star appearances aren't a fluke. And you can bet that he'll get his hands on that championship ring someday, seeing how the Mavs are improving and getting more talent to support Luka. But before he does that, you need to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications because we're entering our top 5 now. And what better way to keep the ball rolling than a man who many consider to be a one-man army? Dirk Nowitzki. For real, the German was a scoring machine, ranking 6th all time. But what really set Nowitzki apart was his style of play. This guy was an offensive force to be reckoned with, especially considering he's a 7-footer. His shooting skills were out of this world, whether he's pulling up from deep or driving to the hoop. And let's not forget his signature move, that one-legged fadeaway jumper that defenders just couldn't stop.
Seconds, Dirk against Randall.
Let's get out of here.
Dirk with the shot. And with 2.1, that's how far we are from getting out of here.
Nowitzki didn't just carry those Mavs teams to multiple deep playoff runs and ultimately a championship back in 2011. He did so without star companions, against the world's most polarizing Big Three.
7 to shoot. Nowitzki drives with an elite lefty layup. Banks it in. 6 remaining. Miami out of timeouts, trailing by 2. James back to Wade. Wade puts it up for the win. Off the mark.
And in addition to that, he's got 1 Finals MVP, 1 MVP award, 12 All-NBA selections, and a whopping 14 All-Star appearances. That's a lot on that resume. Speaking of which, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Man, what a beast on the court. There's chatter that he might even clinch the title of top foreign talent in NBA history when it's all said and done. That's pretty insane, considering he didn't even have Greek citizenship growing up. But man, his game is something else. Sure, his shooting game could use a little polish, but when it comes to driving to the hoop, he's like a freight train.
Away and stolen. Here's Middleton. Giannis trailing the lob. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What's interesting is that his shots seem to improve every year. Once Giannis gets in the paint, forget about it. You might as well start counting the points, or probably start feeling dizzy when he spins like this. This dude's got 1 NBA title, a Finals MVP, 2 MVPs under his belt, and plenty of other accolades that'll make your head spin. 5 All-NBA first-team nods, 7 All-Star appearances, 1 Defensive Player of the Year award, and 4 All-Defensive first-team selections. Phew! What more can a man do? But if you thought that 1 championship Giannis 2021 title was impressive, Pau Gasol won 2 in grand fashion. Gasol's not just a beast in the NBA, he's also a national treasure. With a massive 11 medals and multiple MVPs in FIBA tournaments, he's got one of the best national team careers ever. Gasol's skills were off the charts for a big man. His length helped him dominate down low, finishing over just about anyone, while also swatting shots left and right.
Gasol could have hit the
and also defend high and low. I bet LeBron didn't see that coming. Anyway, with 2 NBA titles, 4 All-NBA selections, 6 All-Star nods, and a boatload of other accolades that'll make your head spin. But we need you to stop spinning and hang on tight, because our last 2 moments are reaching a climax. And you certainly wouldn't want to miss our top 2, because we have Tony Parker, the speed demon of the court. The French legend might not have had the longest range as a shooter or been a lockdown defender, but man, could he zip around the court like nobody's business. With his elite change of direction skills, he made getting into the paint look like a walk in the park. And that teardrop floater of his, unstoppable.
Get a bargain, that's right. All for a great cause. Parker, the floater, and Tony.
Even a big man like Shaquille O'Neal couldn't do much to stop him.
shot clock is 4. Parker the drive, the floater. Tony Parker with a sensational move.
His impact on the Spurs was huge, and that doesn't even begin to cover it. Parker was a key figure in their success for over a decade, which included 4 NBA titles, a Finals MVP, 6 All-Star appearances, and a bunch more. He even got his number 9 jersey retired by the Spurs. Talk about leaving a mark. And that brings us to our final player, the man we've all been waiting for. The man, the myth, the legend, Nikola Jokić, the Joker. Not overreacting, but Jokić has certainly made a lot of teams have sleepless nights before facing him. That's how good the Joker really is. He's got insane passing and scoring skills to match.
Jokić just gets it off in time. It's up. Oh, it's good! Of course it goes in! Jokić from downtown! Anthony Davis just stares at him! Even the desperation shots go in.
He's one of the best passers in the game, period. Not just among centers, but among anyone that can hold a basketball. Seriously, you could build an entire NBA offense around this guy.
9 steps for 3. No, he missed it. Jokić, long pass. Harris has it.
With a passing game like that, defenders are likely to pass out trying to stop them. With 1 NBA title, a Finals MVP, 3 MVPs, and a ton more hardware to his name, the Joker is no joke. He's only the 3rd international player to snag multiple MVP awards, and the first center to do so this century. You definitely don't want to be on the other side facing Nikola Jokić, because I can guarantee you that it probably won't end well. And before you go, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon, and click the video on your screen to watch more awesome content. Or else, the Joker told me he's coming for your team next.